now we are going to see what do you mean by star ng if. Right, what do you mean by star ng if? Right, so here I would be having one input box, I would be having one input, type is equals to text. Right, I would be having one thing, type is equals to text, and I would be having one button, input type is equals to button, type is equals to button. I would be having one input box and one button. Now on the click of this, I am going to toggle the visibility. I want to make it invisible and visible. So you would be having document.getElement by id, display none and block, display none, display block. So on the click, I would be creating is visible is equals to not is visible, is visible is equals to not is visible, and star ng if, star ng if is equals to is visible. If it is visible, then it would be getting displayed. If it is not visible, it wouldn't be getting displayed. See how that would be having ng if it is getting displayed. If it is not visible, it wouldn't be getting displayed. So for the styling purpose, let me add some classes. Class is equals to btn and btn primary, and some value show, kind of show hide, show hide. The directives which are going to operate the DOM, such directives are called as structural directives. Have you written a single line of code for what you can say for document.getElement by id? No, you didn't do. Just one variable. You are focusing on the data instead of the business, DOM logic. You are thinking about value of the variable instead of document.getElement by id. Document.getElement by id should be done by some framework, not by you. Right, okay. Now Angular 4 has been launched, and Angular 4 has given you one new thing like this. See, Angular 4, your this if hash or ng if, there are some advancements to this. They have added else block. Right, they have added else block. Right, if this is, then do this thing, else do go to this thing, else go to this thing. So ng template, they have added new thing. Right, so ng if this, else this ng template. Right, let me have this syntax, and over here you can see if it is true, it is going to execute this. Right, then else, right, you are going to write else. If it is valid, then do this thing, else go to. So here I am going to say else go to block, else go to els block, else go to, see, els block, and this is your else, this is your else, you can say. Right, else block, if this is going to execute, it would be visible, else it will go to this. See, this is your else block is now enabled. If I say show, that else will go. ng if and ng else. So ng template is a built-in component of the Angular. Right, ng template is a built-in component of the Angular. To that you just have identified by local reference, and you are saying if this is true, right? If this is true, make it visible, otherwise go to this block and execute whatever content of this thing. If else, so this is the modification inside Angular 4. Latest version of Angular is 4 and not the 2. It's in the Angular 4. Is that fine? Okay. Now, what is a desugaring mechanism? If I don't want to use this star, what should be it is? If I don't want to use the star, how should I write that code? Okay. Now, what I would be having one more page division inside this, right? Inside this I would be having one more page division and desugared ngif. So title would be ngif star ngif desugared version of the ngif. If you don't like the star, how you would be working, right? If you don't have star, how you would be working, that we'll see in the next tutorial, right?